What's up, everybody? I'm Sly The Movie Guy, and here's my movie review of The Invisible Man, directed by Whannell, the director of Upgrade and Insidious Chapter 3. And this film stars Elisabeth Moss and the rest of the other cast and crew. And in this film, when Cecilia's abusive ex takes his own life and leaves her his fortune, she suspects his death was a hoax. As a series of coincidences turn lethal, Cecilia works to prove that she is being hunted by someone nobody can see. There have been so many Invisible Man movies. There's one that came out in 1933 and so on, the other ones. And this one supposed to have been like part of like the Dark Universe. It was supposed to have been like part with the Frankenstein stuff, but all that didn't happen because the Mummy movie that kind of like was supposed to have been like the start of the Dark Universe, starring Tom Cruise, didn't do well box office financially and stuff. And that movie was just not good at all. I mean, the reviews was hard. It was not great on reviews and stuff like that. And for me, since I've seen it, to me it wasn't as great. It was horrible. But, hey, if you're one of the people that liked it, hey, happy for you. But for me, it was just bad. And since all that happened, they completely like canceled the Dark Universe, and now the Invisible Man's like it's on its own. So it's not part of the Mummy movie, like I just mentioned. So it's like on its own. And for me, this movie was not like on my high anticipated list. I forgot it was even coming out this year. I mean, since I saw like that it was promoted on TV, I was like, oh, I need to check this out. And knew it was like, since I've mentioned all the other Invisible Man movies, when I saw the title Invisible Man, I was like, oh, I got to see what this is. And looking it up, knowing that the guy that directed Upgrade, which is an underrated movie, I recommend you checking it out if you haven't seen it yet. And I reviewed it on my channel. You can check it out. Click on that circle icon. Since I looked up and heard that Whannell's directing it, I'm like, oh, I got to check this out. I really need to. And then seeing Elisabeth Moss in this movie, and seeing part of this movie, I said, definitely have to see this because she's a fantastic actress in all the films she has played in and stuff like that. So I said, I definitely got to go to the movie theater to see it. And I've seen the trailers of this movie. And the trailers, it was okay. I mean, I've heard a lot of people say the trailers was not that great, and I've learned as a movie fan that some trailers ain't always going to be a hit. There's some of them going to be a miss, and some going to be like, okay, this trailer did not knock my socks off. I mean, I saw the trailers, I was like, okay, and usually trailers are not good. I go to movies, I'm like, wow, this movie is actually better than the trailer. And sometimes trailers are that good, and the movie can just be terrible. Trailers can be good, and the movie can be terrible. So, trailers of this movie, I thought was okay. But for me, I'm a horror fan, so any horror movie, I go in with low expectations. Because like I said, I usually could be surprised for a horror movie. And hopefully it's good. Because like I said, I love horror movies. And if the horror movie's good, hey, definitely a buy on DVD. And I can say The Invisible Man absolutely is fantastic. I had a great time. This movie, absolutely one of my favorites of 2020. I absolutely enjoy this movie. Man, there's so much good to talk about this movie. Let me start off with the positive, the story. Man, the story absolutely is captivating. It's absolutely investing. I mean, as the movie going on, in the first 20 minutes, when we learn Elisabeth Moss' character as Cecilia and stuff like that, where she goes like where her backstory about her abusive boyfriend to her friends and stuff as things was happening in the beginning of the movie, I was just so invested, and I absolutely like care for the character as when we like our main character as the backstory was going on. I absolutely was invested. I cared for this character, and when things was happening, when this invisible person or whatever was doing stuff, and she said, I see him, I see this thing, and telling the other characters in the film and stuff, and they don't believe her and they think she's crazy. I absolutely got behind her because you see stuff happening. You see like this person stuff when when things happen, the objects is moving and stuff. You see that happen, and you see and you with her character. You're on her side, and when you see things happening, and when she tell the other characters they don't believe her and stuff, they think she's crazy. But you see it, and you absolutely, as you watching the movie, you're like, man, they don't believe her, and you want, and you're so on, you're like at the edge of your seat, you're hoping that they see what she sees and stuff, what's happening and stuff. And I absolutely enjoyed it. And this movie, you absolutely had some good tensions here. I mean, I was just like, could really like when stuff was happening, and absolutely the jump scares really worked. I was just like, there was things that was like happening that left me like jumping a little bit, and this was absolutely well done and executed properly, and the directing in this movie is absolutely well done. Leigh Whannell absolutely did a fantastic job directing this movie, man. I mean, absolutely. I would love to see him do more horror films. He did a fantastic job, as well as the camera work, too. The camera work, absolutely, gives you that good suspense and intention, the good tensions in this movie, because the way the camera was going, like, made you like, if this person, like, was invisible, made you like, when things, like, was, like, far away zoom, like, even though you don't see the person, it's like you could tell, like, it kept you invested, because you like see something, you thinking that person's in that room and stuff, and you don't know for sure, but you're so focused and stuff and so well invested that it's like you're invested and terrified, because you don't know what this invisible person's going to do. Is he going to like do something to this character or what? You don't know as the movie's going on, especially in the middle of the movie when stuff was going on. So the suspense level was just elevating, and that was absolutely fantastic. I love when horror films can make make you go on edge of your seat and make the elevation of suspense level go up and up. It does absolutely fantastic, and I was just like in for a ride as the movie was going on. And the camera work was just keep going on with the camera and suspense level. The camera work and all that absolutely paid off here, and it really absolutely worked as you thought, like you didn't know if the guy was in the room or not. And that was one of the things I really love about this movie. One of the things I love about this movie is the acting. The acting, what really makes the movie good. And Elisabeth Moss is one of the highlights here. She is absolutely front and center, absolutely fantastic. Elisabeth Moss really shows why she's a fantastic actress, and she absolutely knocks us out of the park. I mean, the scare level and the intent, the level when she find this trying to find out, prove about this invisible person, when she like an intense level, her face and stuff, the expression and stuff, her acting was just off the walls, perfect. One of the best performances of 2020. I think she absolutely does a fantastic job. Man, I mean, her acting, I could not find like a single flaw out of her. And usually actors don't usually do good in horror movies. She did absolutely fantastic in this movie. She did a fantastic job. Man, 2 thumbs up for her. And other actors and actresses does good in this movie. Storm Reid, that played in The Wrinkle in Time, she does good in this movie. And the other black actor, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he does good. Everybody does good in this movie. But Elisabeth Moss, she does a fantastic job. Since it was about her character mostly, absolutely. Like I said, you care for this character. You went as her backstory and stuff with the abusive boyfriend and stuff like that, abusive ex. I was invested. Absolutely, this was absolutely fantastic. Camera work, directing, everything was good about the movie. And if it was like one negative I say for this film, maybe the pacing of this film can probably be like a little bit. There's some parts that kind of like drag, because this movie is like over 2 hours. It's 2 hours long. Some parts can be dragged. I would have preferred this movie if this movie was like hour. If it was like tight, like an hour and 40 or 50 minutes, it would have been okay. It would have been good. I would have been like, yes, it was great. But there's some parts that was just kind of like lingered on in here. That I kind of like a little bit does all right, since I got so invested. But some parts was like, I want to get to the suspense level and stuff like that. But hey, I think I was so invested with it. But I think they were so like wanted to give like more where their characters to tell the people that it was like proof that this invisible person is here and stuff. Don't give out spoilers. Don't want to give out spoilers, but I think they want to give out like feelings to make us get invested with the character. But I was already invested, so I think they could have cut some scenes out shorter. But that's besides the point. Overall, this is a fantastic movie from beginning to end. I absolutely enjoyed this. One of my favorites of 2020. And I've got to mention, there's some violence part. This movie is not fully violent, But there was a little bit of violent stuff in here that I was like shocked when the movie going on. Certain things that happened, no spoilers. That was like, whoo. That had my heart jumping. I didn't expect it. And that was one of the things that was the highlight. So there was 2 thumbs up for that. Leigh Whannell did great. The directing, the writing, all that was fantastic. Everything about the movie is great. And as of right now, in my book, The Invisible Man absolutely gets a solid A. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about The Invisible Man. Did you like it or not? Let me know. And as always, if you like this video, click thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, click subscribe and the bell button. That's so I can see you next time on Sly the Movie Guy. Peace.